Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Sports Talk with BWattsEnt Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. We're going to go inside the locker room of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes 2024 season. Last year, Coach Prime won his first 3 games. Then he only won 1 game for the remainder of the season, so they went 4-8. When they took that loss at Oregon, Coach Prime in the press conference told us, you better get me now, because this is the worst we gonna be. And he also used that word slogan, we coming. So let's see what all Coach Prime did this offseason in the transfer portal. First, he signed the All-American Tiger, offensive Tiger, from IMG. That's who? Yeah, Big Jordan C. The big 6'6", 320 pounder is coming in as a freshman to anchor the left side of the offense for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. So he'll be on the left side. He'll be protecting the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, blind side. He should. I've been looking at the videos of the well-off media and looking at his feet work and his hands. Man, this dude is a technician when it comes to blocking. I seen the videos. If you go back and look at the videos from his high school days, man, George C. was out there planting folks. I mean, he was just planting them, just land. When he knock them down on the ground, he just lay on them. That's a big dude, man. So I'm looking for him to have an impact on this year's offensive line for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. And now, that left guard position, I'm looking for Justin Myers to secure that. I'm looking for Jordan Seaton, left tackle, Justin Myers at left tackle, and I'm looking at the center position, Tyler Brown. Even though Tyler Brown hasn't played center before, but I think the way how he's been training during this offseason, it's going to be hard to keep him out of this starting lineup. So I think he's going to be at center because at right guard, I got Tyler Johnson going to be there. Yeah, I got Tyler Johnson going to be there. And at the left and at the right tackle, I'm going with Caleb Benson over Savion Washington. It's going to be a battle. I'm not forgetting Savion battle, nor am I forgetting David Connor. I think those 2 players that were there last year, they're going to give them a run for their money. But at the end, I'm expecting Caleb Benson, Tyler Johnson to secure the right side of the offensive line. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I hope to see, because I think Caleb Benson is a real dog. I think he's going to be named one of the captains on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm looking for him to lead the offensive line this year coming out of spring practice. And I'm telling you, this offensive line will be way better than it was last year. So I'm looking for them to have Pat Sherman, the offensive coordinator, to have a good running game also. And to use their tight end more this season also. So Pat Sherman, he's been a former head coach for the New York Giants, former offensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos. All eyes will be on Pat Sherman. If Pat Sherman want to make it back to the NFL as an offensive coordinator or head coaching job, all eyes will be on him. And if he does good and his offense does good, he's going to get an opportunity. He's going to get looked at. He's going to get looked at again. So he knows he got to have a balanced attack for him to get the opportunity again. The running game going to be a key, and also the passing game. The offense this year, I think they should average at least 20 to 24 points a game per game. That's a lot, but I expect them to do that because they got the number 1 quarterback in college football to me. That's Shedeur Sanders. Last year, he had a good year, even though he got injured in, I think, next to the last game of last year. So he played a total of 10.5 games. He threw for 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. I expect him to have them same numbers this year or a little better. So I'm expecting him to have a Heisman type year this year because he will be in the running for the Heisman Trophy along with Travis Hunter. Now let's talk about Travis Hunter, the All-American. Now, Travis Hunter he's just a dog. He's a two-way athlete. He plays offensive wide receiver. He played defensive cornerback. This dude, last year, I never seen nobody play like that in college. I used to say he reminded me of Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. Nah, I ain't never seen nobody play like this dude. Travis Hunter is a dog, y'all. You can tell he spent time in that film room. He know what the offense is trying to do. And when he be picking off them interceptions by coming off his man and jumping the other route or the other guy, wide receivers, that comes from film study and experience. I knew he was good at Jackson State, but when he came to the big stage, Colorado in a Power 5 conference, in the Pac-10 last year, he showed me some things I just never seen nobody do on a football field as a football player. And that's why I'm saying right here on Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment that Travis Hunter will also be in the running for the Heisman Trophy this year. And I'm predicting him to be the #1 draft pick in the NFL next year, unless somebody just pop up on the scene and have a real good year. But I'm predicting Travis Hunter will be that type of player this year for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. I'm telling you, Coach Prime already done said, we coming. We got the two best players in the Big 12 this year, and you can make an argument in college football in its entirety. Hey, I'm just saying, Shedeur and Travis Hunter right now is the two best players that I done seen from last year coming in to this year. And they got a quarterback out there in Miami. He pretty good too. They're playing for Miami this year. He pretty good. I think Shedeur is training with the guy right now in Florida. But, like I say, I'm expecting big things from Travis Hunter and Shedeur this upcoming season. Now, let's look at the running back room. Now, the running back room, it's going to be a competition going into this spring. We got Alvin McCaskill. We got Dylan Edwards. We got Micah, the freshman, coming in. They saying he looked good. I had Rod the Man Media on the other night with me. He looking for him to be the starter this year. That's a big task for a freshman. But you never know. If he hungry enough and if he putting in the work and Coach Prime like what he see, I'm sure him and Pat Sherman probably won't have no problem starting the guy. So also we got Savion Wilkins. Can't forget about him. He played at Jackson State with Coach Prime 2 years ago, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher. Now last year, I don't understand why he didn't get them many touches or why he didn't hit the field that many times. Hey, I don't know about that, but I'm telling you, we can't count him out. So we got 4 running backs. Some people say we still need to hit the transfer portal and get another running back. But I think the running back room looks good for Coach Prime this year. And I'm expecting Alvin McCaskill, even though he's coming out for ACL surgery 2 years ago, got redshirted last year. I'm looking for big things out of Alvin McCaskill. When you see him run, he remind me of how he ran in Houston. He looked like Adrian Peterson and Eric Dickerson, if you remember Eric Dickerson when he played. I'm telling you, man, this dude is a bell cow. And if Pat Sherman used him right, or the running back room right, they should at least touch that ball and have 15 to 20 rushing attempts per game. If Colorado want to win the Big 12, they got to run the ball. They got a good offensive line. I'm telling you, there's no way they should not have a 100-yard rusher every game. They should. It should be their focal point this year after they see how things went last year. Pat Sherman knows football. He got the experience from the NFL. He bring that same mentality over to Colorado because this is going to be his. He can bring his whole playbook to Shedeur and the offensive coordinator this year, and put his stamp on this team. That's what I'm looking for. I hope Coach Prime give him the reins to do that. So we just have to wait and see. That's why I'm interested to see in the spring game how they going to use the tight end and are they going to run the ball effectively this upcoming year. Now, let's look at the wide receivers group. Now, they stacked at the wide receivers group. 2 wide receivers already done hit the transfer portal. All right? I think at least 1 or maybe 2 more by the end of spring practice going to hit that transfer portal. Right? I don't know who, but I'm expecting. Because it's just not enough positions and it's not enough football to spread it all over so each one of them guys to be happy on the offensive side of the ball. So we got Travis Hunter. We know he's going to start as a wide receiver. And I think Miller, the transfer from Vanderbilt, he's going to start. Not Miller, but Shepard. Will Shepard. I think Will Shepard from Vanderbilt going to start. So that's 2 wide receivers. Now, if they go with a tight end, now they leave a slot position. That slot position is going to be for Jimmy Horn Jr. and LeJohntay Webster. Now, if LeJohntay Webster have a better spring than Jimmy Horn Jr., Webster going to get that starting lineup. He going to get that starting slot position. He just is. Coach Prime want to win this year. He know this is Shiloh and Shadur. Last year, he ain't got time to play. He ain't got time to shuckle and jive. Even though I know Coach Prime and Jimmy Horn Jr. father is good friends, Jimmy Horn Jr. last year, he dropped a lot of passes. Key passes that stall drives. He wasn't focused. Even though some people told me he was hurt and injured. Well, I don't want no excuse this year. I hope he's fully healthy and he got to perform at a high level this year because in the Big 12, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for this offense to be explosive. And that slot position is going to be the key. Now, we also got Omarion Miller. That's the wide receiver that had a good game against USC. I'm looking for big things from him also, too. I think he's gonna be Travis Hunter bag up. I think he's gonna be 5th wide receiver on the depth chart. He's gonna be Travis Hunter bag up, and who else at that wide receiver? We got Terrell Timmons. We got to see how he's gonna turn out this year. Also, we got Caleb Mathis. He did pretty good for the team last year. Excellent route runner. Also, we got 3 freshmen coming in. Man, I'm telling you. Now, if I had, by the way, this dude, Cam McKay, out of the state of Georgia, boy, when you look at his video, when you look at his high school tapes, Cam McKay look like somebody shot him out of a rocket. I'm serious. This dude's so explosive. Go check out his videos. Go check out the videos on him in high school. Cam McKay is that dude, y'all. I'm telling you, ain't no way Coach Prime gonna be able to kick this dude out of the field. They got to put some packages together for him. Cam McKay is that guy. He even gonna be on a kickoff return, punt return, and also ain't no or. He gonna be in that lineup, especially if they go 5 wide. He gonna get one of those positions. It's just gonna be hard. They keep that kid out that field, y'all. He fast, quick, powerful. Man, this dude just an athlete, and he played both ways. He played offensive side. On the video, he played quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and defensive back. He's good. Cam McKay, remember that name. I'm telling you, that name is gonna pop when y'all see him play. He don't come this spring, so he'll be coming in this summer after he graduated from high school this year. So also we got another player by Terrell, they call him Baby T.O. Now he played with TCU last year. He's a transfer in. He played wide receiver. The dude's good. Don't know why he didn't get hardly no playing time at TCU, because if you look at them and they wide receivers, look like trash to me. But if you see him work out, he's a big dude. Look like he's working out good, muscular. Look like he's fast. I seen the tapes on him. And he got good hands. Look like he's a good route runner. It's going to be hard to keep him off the field, y'all. It just is. It's 3 rookies. And the last one is Traylon Miller. Now this dude, yeah, he's him. Traylon Miller, he's him. He going to get some playing time this year. Watch and see. Whenever they want to rest Jimmy Horn, even though LaJohntay Weaver's going to be over there, they got to consider 2 of those wide receiver freshmen being on the field. I just believe that. I just see it right now as I visualize it. Baby T.O., Traylon Miller, Cam McHale, 1 or maybe 2 of those guys going to get some playing time on offense, and the other one going to get some more playing time on special teams, like punt return and kickoff return. They're that good. They're game breakers. They're game changers. Look at the film. Films don't lie. I'm telling you, they are that good. They are that impressive to me. And I like what I see from all 3 of them. They're going to make a difference for Colorado and Coach Prime this year on the offensive side of the ball. If Pat Sherman can use them right, put some plays together for a play package together for them, put them in a good scheme so that they can succeed, they will be dominant this year on offense for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Now, on the defensive side. The big name that's popping up for everybody is B.J. Green. B.J. Green is an edge rusher. He's transferring in from Arizona State. We want to see how he's going to turn out this year. He was dominant last year. He was dominant to me. The stuff that I was seeing from him, he was dominant. And I think with the help of this new Robert Levinson as defense coordinator, Warren Sapp, defensive line coach who coming in, and the other defensive staff, they should help this guy develop into a pass rusher that be so dominant. Man, he gonna cause hectic and hell in the Big 12 this year. Yeah, he should at least average at least 1 sack a game. He should make a difference. He should be that scary. They should be scared of B.J. Green at every play of the game. The offense should know where he be lining up at. And on the other side, now they're going to have a battle over there. But I'm going to go with Sam Okolaka, the transfer from Pitt. I think he's going to come out on top over there. I think he's going to beat out the guy from LSU. Sam Okolaka. Long, tall, big, fast, quick, dog mentality. Joker got a gear. Man, he don't quit. So that's why I think he's going to come out on top over there. Now, let's talk about this linebacker group. Now, if Coach Prime don't go in the transfer portal and get a Miller linebacker, Levante Bentley is going to be the starting linebacker. And Jalen Wester going to be beside him. Now, they said this dude, Jalen Wester, is a dog. Now, I seen his film work, but he's a little bit undersized to me. But I guess that don't matter when you know how to play linebacker and know where to be and know how to read the offensive plays that the other team are running against you. And you know your A-gap, B-gap, and C-gap assignment. So if he can come out and produce, so I'll be checking him out this spring in spring practice. Jalen, they say he's him. So I got to see for myself, because right now I'm just kind of worried about Colorado at the linebacker position because of what I saw last year. I mean, it's just what I saw. And if I see Trevor Woods out there, I already know what time it is. We're not going to be good at linebacker, and we're not going to be able to stop the run. Trevor Woods was too slow. He wasn't big enough, and he didn't know what gap to be at to make the tackle. It's just him. And if he don't get the starting position, I can see him hitting the transfer portal this year. That's just my take on that. But I hope Coach Prime, he hit the transfer portal and bring in one or maybe two middle linebackers this year for Colorado. Because I think we're good. We're going to be good on the outside. I think we're good. And we need another defensive lineman. Unless somebody on the team step up. We need one more defensive lineman. We need one more defensive lineman. And I'll be satisfied with the rotation they're going to have with the players from last year and the newcomers in from this year. I'll be good on that. But we'll be talking about the defensive linemen and the defensive side of the ball this Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m. I got my boy coming back with me, backed by popular man, Rob the Man Media. He will be coming back to join the show and be my special guest on Sunday at 9 o'clock. And if you're not doing anything, tune in, drop by to see what we're talking about. We appreciate y'all for tuning in this past Sunday. I'm telling you, I never had that many people watch me do a live show before. And I had a real good time. And all of you sent a message to me after the broadcast was over. I appreciate that. And I thank y'all for tuning in. And some dude on now that I remember Rod the Man Media broadcast named Law Dog. That dude tickled me, y'all. I hope he pull up and come and be a guest Sunday night. If he tuning in now, or if somebody know him, tell him we going live and we want him to come on and be a guest. We need a little pushback. Yeah, we do. But so now let's look at the defensive back, the cornerback position. We know Travis Hunter gonna have his side locked down, right? But it's some things Travis Hunter gonna have to work on too, cause he got beat a couple times too. Well, I know he came back from an injury, probably out of shape, probably wasn't in football shape after that injury, and he didn't give a chance to get his foot on the ground. But there's some things he need to work on. I hope Robert Leviston, the new defense coordinator, work with him and correct the things that he needs to be worked on with, and I'm sure he will. Now, on the other side of him, on the left side, I have no clue who's going to be that cornerback over there. We got Kamani McClain coming back. A lot of people are rooting for him. I'm rooting for him that he get that starting position. And I really like, man, I ain't going to, I had to keep my mouth shut on that one. But I like Travis J, y'all. Some reason why I don't know what. Somebody told me he was injured last year. I don't know why he just didn't hit the field last year. Travis J is 6'1", 6'2", 205, 210 pounds. That's the good side to play cornerback. Because to me personally, I thought Kamani McClain was just a little bit too light in the britches. Those wide receivers were more physical than he was. I'm sure he's been in the weight room this year. I'm sure Coach Mo done got his strength and conditioning program up. But Travis J just had the size, to me, to be over there at that cornerback. That's I hope Travis J or Kamani McClain or I don't know nobody else. They had a transfer in that played cornerback coming in. So we just have to see. I'm just having to wait to see on that because I don't know who's going to get that left side of the cornerback position. And if somebody else know who's going to get that position, drop a link down. Drop a comment down in the link in the comment section. In the comment section, let me know who you think going to get the other side of the cornerback position. Now, back in the safety, we got my man Shiloh back there. That's my dog right there. I'm riding with him. Even though he got some things he need to work on, I hope Robert Leviston work with him good this offseason and during this spring to get him right. And I'm expecting him to be a first-round draft pick this year. So he got to come with it. He got to have a better season this year than he did last year. And he got to work on his coverage. He got burned a lot. He missed a lot of tackles because he don't want to lock up. And I'm sure they're going to work with him on that. So I'm not worried about him now. Carter Stoudemire, Simeon Craig, and who else back there? There's some more people back there. I don't have a note, so I don't know the players by heart. But I'm looking for good competition back there at the other safety position. And somebody said Coach Prime still going to go in that transfer portal and get another safety. So we'll have to see how that play out. But overall, I think this year defensive team is better than we had last year. I really do. So I'm looking for big things from the defensive side of the ball. And if Coach Prime can address that middle linebacker or some players that can step up during this spring game, I just have to see on that. I'll be okay. I think we still good enough that the team Coach Prime has assembled this year, I still think we're good enough to beat the Big 12 championship. I really do. I just really do. I know the other teams have gotten better. I'm sure they got some players out of that transfer portal too to help them to be better. If you look at the schedule and the teams that they play, I just don't see no major threat to Colorado but just 2, maybe 3 teams. That's Kansas State. They play them the 6th week, the 7th week, because they got to bye. They play Kansas State in Colorado. That's a toss-up game to me. But I got a feeling that team is better than Colorado right now. But the only question I got about Kansas State right now, the quarterback situation. Because Will Howard was their quarterback last year. He transferred out. So I don't know who their quarterback going to be. But everything else they had last year, all those players came back. So they know how to play together. The coach is still there. He's been coaching there a while. So they are familiar with one another. And that's why they're going to give Colorado a run for their money in that game. So like I said, I got that game as a toss-up and go either way. But I'm going to get an edge to Kansas State. Yeah, because the first 5 games, I think Colorado can take those easily. Only hard game they're going to have is when they go to Florida, and that's a trap game. When they play UCF, 25 to 28 players on the Colorado team are from Florida. Man, shoot. Like I said, when they go down into Florida, they ain't going to be thinking about no football. They got family. They got friends. They high school buddies. Man, ain't no telling what all they going to be doing down there in Florida. They got the beach. They got the girls. Shoot, come on, man. You think they really going to be concentrating on football? So that's a trap game to me. It's going to be up to Coach Prime and their coaching staff to keep those guys focused. And if they win the game and got to come back to Colorado, oh, they ain't, man, ain't gonna be, half of the team not coming back. I'm like Rod the man media said, man, half of them gonna miss the plane. On purpose. Yeah. Hey, it's a good thing they got a bye after this week, after that game too. And then they play Kansas State. And by them having that bye, man, they probably be 5-0 on top of the world. Man, it's going to be hard to them to get back focused after that bye and after they don't left Florida. So they're going to go in that Kansas State game thinking they can just do what they want to do. But Kansas State going to bring them back home. Because Kansas State, they're going to be in the running, for that Big 12 championship too. So that's why it's crucial. It's imperative that Colorado and Coach Prime win their first 5 games. Because they win their first 5 games, they're going to be ranked in the top 20 easily. And if they beat Kansas State, most definitely they're in the top 15. They might be in the top 12. So once you crack that top 15 and you haven't lost and you continue to stay there and win each week, you building up to get in that top 12. And once you get in that top 12, you got to stay. You need to stay. Because the rest of their schedule is pretty easy until they get to them last 3 games. The last 3 games, they play Utah. Utah, they just don't impress me. They just don't. They didn't impress me last year. They cheated. The referee cheated. They just cheated. And we didn't have our starting quarterback. We just didn't. We didn't even have Shador. We still should have won. But they took the game from us, in my opinion, from what I saw. And I watched the game fully to the end. They cheated. It is what it is. I hate to blame a game on a referee, but hey, we had our opportunity. We still could have won, but hey, we just didn't have our main guy, and that's the quarterback. But now, this year, I think we're going to beat Utah. Now, the game out to Utah, we go to Arrowhead Stadium. We play Kansas in the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium, Arrowhead Stadium. That's away. That's going to be a key game. I think Colorado is in trouble that game. Just do. I watched Kansas in the bowl game last year. With a bag-up quarterback. That bag-up quarterback out there playing like he was Patrick Mahomes. He was slaying that rock. And he had some dudes to go catch it. Yeah. They were playing Nevada, I think. I think they beat the brakes off them, y'all. And they got all their team coming back. Every last one. And the starting quarterback that was injured last year is coming back. So I don't know how he's going to be when he comes back. But boy, if he half as good as his bag-up quarterback, Colorado is going to have a game on hand for them. That's the game they're going to put Colorado on notice. I'm just being honest with you. Because their last game is Oklahoma State. Now, Oklahoma State played in the Big 12 championship game last year against Texas, and they lost. But they got majority of their players coming back for this year. Because one thing I looked at their schedule, I see Colorado going 10-2. I see them going 10-2. They're going to have trouble with Kansas. They're going to have trouble with Kansas State. Now, if they can win just one of those games, we locked. We locked. Now, if Colorado somehow loses those two games and another game, let's say they're 9-3 and come in second in the Big 12 conference, and the playoff committee got 2 slots still left over, because 14 probably out of the SEC going to go. Notre Dame going to go. They got a weak schedule. In the ACC, I don't know about Clemson this year, but whoever wins the ACC, I think Miami, they got a pretty easy schedule this year. They don't play nobody but Florida State. I looked at them. They'll get in. Let's say they got 2 spots left over, and a SEC team got 3 teams that 9-3 also. Let's say LSU is 9-3. Let's say Oklahoma is 9-3. Let's say Missouri is 9-3, right? And Colorado is 9-3 in their conference and finished second. I think they committed to pick Coach Prime and Colorado to come to the playoffs. Coach Prime drives the needle. Ticket sales, TV ratings. That's what college football is all about. That money. That's what they all about. And Coach Prime represents that money. That's why Colorado going to have the edge on them. Because the SEC team conference now got 4 teams in the playoff already. They're going to have 4 teams. I don't know who the 4 teams going to be, but they're going to have 4 teams in there. So, and the Big Ten probably have 2. Possibly 3. And I think Colorado still can get in there at 9-3. That's just my take, y'all. Like I say, Coach Prime has did a good job this year. I'm telling y'all, he said what he said he was going to do. He went into transfer portal. He built his offensive line. He got his defensive line right. Couple more pieces. He told you better get me down, because this is the worst we ever going to be. He told us that last year, and I think he achieved those goals this offseason. I'm looking for big things from Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. I'm telling you, I expect them to win the Big 12 this year. I really do. So I think they're going to go 10-2, and if you don't watch it, they may just go 11-1. That's just my take. No, I'm not a Coach member. Yes, I am a fan of Coach Prime, and I know football also too. I don't look at those other teams. Now, it's going to be some surprise game, but the talent level so far on Colorado, to me, and if you look at the teams from last year that's in the conference, Colorado team is more better talent-wise than another team in the conference. Even though they haven't played together, I'm looking at their tapes from where they played at last year, and I'm serious about this. Yeah, I am. They look better. They just look better from where they're coming from. They look better when they played in Indiana, Houston, Pitt, Alabama. They looked good over there. So if they bring that same kind of fire, same kind of energy, same kind of dog mentality that they presented over there at Colorado, and they put it together, oh yeah, we looking good, y'all. I'm telling you. Hey, that's enough. I don't talk enough, but hey, tune in Sunday at 9 p.m. I got my man back. He's back by popular band. People calling back, telling me y'all need to do it again. So we're gonna bring it back again this Sunday at 9 p.m. We're gonna be talking about the defensive side of the ball and the last 6 games on the schedule for this upcoming season and what our prediction should be. All right, will be. All right. So I hope y'all tune in, be there for us, support us. Put us comments down in the comment section. Let us know what you think. You don't have to agree with us. We value y'all opinion just like we value everybody else. Everybody got an opinion. We don't know how the outcome gonna be, so we just getting our opinion about the upcoming seniors and Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. All right. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Always remember, if you be good to God, God will be good to you. Until next time, y'all be blessed. And thank you for watching Sports Talk with BWattsEnt Entertainment. And I'm your host, Bernard Watts.